Alright, I probably know what you're thinking. Who is this guy? And if you are thinking that, you have good reason to, because one of two reasons. First of all, I haven't been on a video in a long time, and that's because I had some jaw surgery. My mouth was wired for 3 weeks, and I couldn't talk, and I just look a lot different now. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that I'm going to do a little bit of an experiment. And that experiment would be just expressing some of my thoughts and perspective on a certain topic that has to do with God. And I know I'm gonna, just because I mentioned the word God in this video, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it, which is okay, because we love you haters too. So feel free to stick around or just leave this video now. So with that covered, my disclaimer, I wanted to talk about the idea of seeking value outside of God. Now, I think anyone who has some sort of spiritual relationship, whether you're a Christian or a believer or a Christ follower, whatever you want to label yourself as, I think you'll be able to resonate with this, because it's something that I've been thinking a lot about lately, and I want to find a solution for it. And I know there's a solution, and I know the solution for me. Hopefully it will resonate with you guys too. But it's just a matter of really letting that sink in and taking root. So, what do I mean by seeking value outside of God? Basically, I have a relationship with God where I feel like He is everything, and I don't need anything else. And I believe that after I leave this earth, that I will be spending eternity in the presence of God, which is just, it's an overwhelming, amazing feeling that just gives me so much peace, and I wonder sometimes how people live their lives without that. So I'm going to try to keep this video on the shorter side and just knock out a few ideas and see what you guys think. Let me know if you've experienced this or whatever. So, I noticed lately how I am seeking a lot of approval from other people. And ironically, this video is kind of, making videos on YouTube, I think, is in a way searching for approval from other people, because yeah, it feels great to get good feedback and good comments, and as much, and the haters, it's even though they're hating on what we're doing, they're still giving us a lot of attention, which feels good, it makes you feel like you're making an impact. So, making this video is slightly ironic, but I'm making it anyway. So the idea is that I constantly find myself searching for approval in other people, or seeking for value in other people, whether it be a girl or a friend, I get a lot of fulfillment out of when a group of people think I say something funny, or when a girl likes me, and I really, even though I like it, deep down, it makes me put a question mark there, like, why are you getting so much fulfillment out of people pleasure, Because ultimately, I want all of my acceptance to come from God, and I know that He accepts me, and I know that He loves me, and ultimately, that's where I just want to be able to go day in, day out, knowing that I'm accepted by Him, and everything else is just a cherry on top, whether girls like me or guys like me or whatever. But what really makes me, mind boggles me, is when I get upset when I feel rejected by people. And it can really ruin my day, week, month, I can get down about the idea that someone doesn't like me, it even goes to the extreme of when I go out and meet people, or when I hang out with a girl, if the interaction was not epic, it could have been a good interaction, but if it wasn't outstanding and the best day ever, I feel slightly disappointed. So, I've really just been praying a lot lately that I can just get rid of that idea, the idea of fear of rejection from people, because I believe that comes from Satan. I think it's a disturbance from God, because I know that if we could get the slightest comprehension of what our God thinks of each and every one of us, and how much He loves us and accepts us, that we would the idea of looking for approval or value in other people would just totally disappear. So that's my prayer for myself and my prayer for any of you that are hoping for the same thing. If you catch yourself getting down about the idea that you may not have as many friends as you like, or as many close friends, or a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a lover or whatever, I encourage you to really just sit with the fact that God loves you so much, and we will never fully understand it, I don't think, until we are in His presence. And really just know that it's all good. You know, you could go the rest of your life without a friend. But if you have God, you have everything. And I just think that's an awesome thought. So I wanted to share that with you guys. And also, hopefully, for some of you out there who think that you're the only one who gets down when people are not accepting of you, or you feel like you're not in love, someone doesn't love you, you need to know that God loves you. And that's enough. That's great. And everything on top of that is awesome. Awesome too. And this also carries over to being scared of people, or being scared of social interactions. You know, even I'll go out, and I love the idea of being social with random people, meeting new people. But there's a fear there, you know, of walking up to a random person and starting an interaction, because it's a lot of unknown territory. You don't know how that person's going to react. But my question is, why in the heck do I care how that person reacts? You know, that person could think I'm a complete weirdo and stranger, which is obviously not the case 99% of the time. But even if that were, even if I was rejected by any person I went up to, that shouldn't matter, because the idea of God's love is all that we need. So, I'll keep this short and sweet. Just wanted to share some of my thoughts with you. I'd like to hear your feedback. Even though I don't need your approval, it'll just be the cherry on top. See ya.